Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 5 of Formula 1 2020 My Team Career. If you haven't seen the previous episodes, go and check them out and drop a like. Our last race in China was probably our best one yet, so you should definitely go and have a look at that. You should also go and follow my Twitch, which you can find in the description below, and don't forget to leave it a like and subscribe. Just before we get into the episode, I'm running through a couple of the upgrades on our R&D tree that we've made, and our new sponsor from our last episode. I hope you enjoy.
So we've got a press interview with Will Buxton. He's waiting for you in the press area. Alright, come on then Will, let's see it.
Well, it's great to be back at your headquarters, and I've got to say, an awful lot's changed since we were last here. Let's dive in with some questions. You've been struggling to get points this season. What are the key areas of improvement you need to make to the team?
So, we don't want to say that we're struggling with the power unit because the power department won't be happy. So our only other option is I think we need to attract new drivers. And I do feel like our teammate has been letting us down a bit. Obviously I've not got any points myself, but he could be doing better, so we're going to go for that. He's probably not going to be happy about that.
Let's talk about your new second driver. How are they settling in?
Sean is loving the new car. We had the car, but now we have a driver who can really push it. They'll make a good wingman for me. That's a bit rude, but we're going to say that. Because I am going to try and get rid of him at some point.
Going into this season.
Still finding our feet here, but we're hoping to get some points. Hopefully we'll be able to challenge the top 3 and maybe pick up a podium or 2. That's unrealistic. We're going for the championship this season. Again, unrealistic. We should be a solid midfield team. I'm hoping for plenty of points. I'm going to go for the top one. I think it's the most realistic at this point.
Will your team be going for the Constructors' Championship this season, or just for points?
Top one again, unrealistic. Bottom one, unrealistic. I feel like they're all a bit unrealistic, but yeah, we'll go for the left one. That's probably the most realistic one.
Your second driver seems to be getting much more comfortable with their car.
Has he?
You've been focusing on their development.
Yeah, we'll say that. Why not? I don't really know. I'm planning on getting rid of the second driver anyway soon, hopefully.
It's hugely appreciated.
Okay, so we've done our little interview. We're going to advance our date again, complete a couple more activities. So we get our chassis team building done, our sponsor event filming done, cost us a little bit of money, and we are ready to go into the Dutch Grand Prix. Again, I've got a car set up to use, which I'm going to have to set up live, but I'll show you all of that once I get to it. Let's go to our race weekend. So again, I'm going to play some of the practice sessions, but obviously in my actual YouTube video, you're not going to see them, you're just going to see the results. So let's get into it now. So these are our resource points after our first practice for the Dutch Grand Prix, and our acclaim. So we get 6%, our teammates get 10. We're up to 5 team acclaim overall now. We're getting closer to our level 4 acclaim, catching our teammate, and we'll advance it. Okay, so let's take a look at our messages. Yeah, just about the circuit. We are 17th and 9th in the Constructors' Championship. So the race weather is going to be fine, cloudy with a little bit of sun. Qualifying, again, just cloudy, so all good for us. And we'll advance it into our qualifying session. So we're going to skip this, get straight into our Q1 of the Dutch Grand Prix. Try and make out of this if we can. Obviously our team predicts us to come 19th as our objective, so I'm not expecting to get out of this qualifying session again, but it would be nice if we could get a little bit of a better start than the back of the grid. Just help us a little bit more in the race. Go for a flying lap straight out and get ready to go. Just going to up our DRS straight away. Brake going into this corner. Bit of a rough one, always a bit of a rough one for me, that first one. Okay, so I need to remember try and go full out through the middle part of this course. That's how I learned in the practice sessions. So you are watching this on YouTube, you won't have seen my practice sessions, but you'd have seen the results. I did the qualifying pace one, and it projected me 21st based on my pace, which obviously isn't good, but my objective for my team was only 19th, so I can't expect a whole lot. I got a 1:14.3, I believe, as my qualifying pace time, which somebody has just set right now. George Russell's just set that exact pace, so that's the kind of pace I need to be going for. So again, we look quite good through there. Straight going into here, a little bit wide, but it's okay. Try and get out as quickly as we can. Again, wide going into here. Pierre Gasly sets a 1:14.2. Get our DRS open. If we could just not be back in the grid, that would help me a lot. Because when it comes to the race, I tend to overextend and try and push more than I need to, just because I am so far back and I'm trying to gain places. But we'll see where we end up. Hopefully get out for quite a few laps here. Essentially 5 qualifying laps. So first lap we set a 1:13.9, which is our fastest lap time, better than what we set in our practice sessions, which is good. Let's see if we can improve on that. There's definitely some areas we can improve on throughout this lap. Very happy with a 1:13.9 for our first lap. Well, we did go wide on some areas of the track as well, so I'm happy. Go full out through here. Little brake. And keep it down. Again, just a little brake. Went a bit wide. It's okay. Get in and out quickly. So we do go wide there again, which is where we lost some time previously, but we lost even more time there. But it's okay, we're still within touching distance. If we can smash these last couple of corners, we'll be good. So we do go quite quick into there, brake quite late, so we lose a little bit of time, but it's okay. We gain a little bit on the exit. And we do go very wide. Oh god, that is not good. So we're going to return to pits. So I need to be careful coming off of there so I don't go wide onto the gravel. Because I will spin off, as you've just seen. So we're going to skip our repair time.
Our repairs have set us back a little.
And we'll see where that puts us. So let's have a look at session info. So we are 15th at the moment. So 1:11.7 is currently the top time. So we need to be, what is it, top 17 I believe? So we are 16th at the moment. We've got Raikkonen, Grosjean are likely to overtake us. So we may not make it out of Q1. But let's jump back in and go for a flying lap.
Lap is a 1:13.9.
We could improve on them areas where we went a little bit wide, then we should be okay, and we could improve on our time. Hopefully make it out of Q1. However, we have got Raikkonen and Grosjean behind us so far, who probably have quicker cars than us and are probably better drivers than us. So we'll have to see. Let's try and concentrate for this lap. So I need to be careful coming out of this turn in here, is where I came off last time, just because the gravel is right there. So that was way too slow, but can't overextend too much and go too wide there. Get our DRS on. Let's get going. 1:13.9 to beat. So broke quite late, but we get out nice and quickly. Quite heavy on the curbs. Not a bad turn. So what I have noticed on this track, the gravel is all quite close to the edge of the track, so we need to be careful we don't go off, because it will cost us dearly, as you did see already. I didn't actually go off at that point in the practice session, so I was quite surprised that I flew off there. But it's something to note for the race, to not push it too much there. So here it is. Had to slow down a little bit going through there, which cost us some time. It's a shame. Doesn't look like we're going to beat our fastest lap. Yeah, if we hadn't slowed down there, if I hadn't came off, I probably wouldn't have slowed down as much, but I didn't want to come off on that same bit again, so I did slow it down there quite a bit, which did obviously cost us our fastest lap time, so hopefully I'm going to try and push it a little bit more, because we are in 16th with Grosjean still just behind us. 32 seconds to the first sector to go ahead of Ocon. Stayed off the curbs there, which is nice. Got a touch on the brakes. Need to stop turning earlier on that one. Yeah, it's a bit ropey. Went over a few curves there and we've lost a lot of time. So going over them big curves really does cost us quite a bit time-wise, as you can see. We are only still, what, half second off of our best lap time, so we could make it up later in the lap, hopefully. Heavy over that curve again there, that's not going to be good for the engine or the tyres.
Less than a lap of fuel now, the tank is empty.
Yeah, okay, so tank's empty, so our car should be at our quickest. Again, we're a bit conservative going through there because I don't want to go off again, but it does cost us lap time, so we may, once I get back into the garage, we may have time for another flying lap. I'm just going to go full out for that turn, and if we crash, then we crash, because I need to try and beat this lap time. Let's see where we are. So we're 16th right now. Who's gone ahead of us? So Grosjean remains behind us. He just set 1:14.0.
Get back out there and give us a faster lap.
Raikkonen is still behind us. So we need to stay in this position. See, George Russell only needs to find about 100th of a second. Grosjean 200ths. Raikkonen, I feel like, it's definitely got a better pace than that. Let's see if we can get back out there and get one more lap in. Hopefully at least one more lap. Let's see what the time's going to be looking like once we start this. Got 1:58 left, yeah, so we'll have time for one more lap, and it needs to be a good one. So we'll see, hopefully, I might slow down a little bit, just to see what their times are. So we're going to try and, actually, no, it's fine. Actually, in fact, we might get 2 laps out. Yes, we may actually get 2 laps going. So, if we can cross the checkered flag line just before the before the end of the session, sorry, then we will be able to get another lap out. I'm going to concentrate for this one. Do lose a bit of time there, going a bit wide, going a little bit fast into that corner. Try and go flat out through here. Up on the curves a bit, loses a bit of time. Slows us down massively, but we do take this turn nicer. Too slow going through there. Try and accelerate out, get our DRS open. We do lose a bit of time getting out of there because we were a little bit slow. Get out of there nicely. Send it through here. A little bit slow again. Oh God, I'm just going to flash that back just so that we can get in one final lap, because that would be our qualifying over if we take that crash there. I just want to try and get out of Q1 for the first time. We do have 25 seconds left before qualifying's done, so we can get in one more lap. We are slightly off our time. Oh, again, that is rough, coming on the gravel there. So we do need to be careful going through these corners, that we don't come out too wide, just because the gravel is so close to us. Again, we might have ruined this lap just from that one little part there. Try and send it through here. That's good. They do gain a little bit of lap time there, I think. Not massive though, we are still about 600ths of a second off our best lap. It's not going to be good enough, I don't think, to make Q2, which is unfortunate. Yeah, we just dropped down to 17th. Oh, Raikkonen just pipped us with a 113.7, which is a shame. Yeah, that is a shame. So I think we do just miss out on Q2. But 17th it is. So as I mentioned earlier, I do have the podium pass, so I will be updating some of my my players' looks and some of his clothes. So I do believe we go out is the bottom, yeah. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So bottom 6 go out. We just missed out by, wow, not even 100th of a second. So Giovinazzi got a 113.963 and we got a 113.994. Is extremely close and quite unlucky. So we do outperform both Williams and our teammate. Our teammate starts last on the grid. And we outperformed where our team expected us to come, which was 19th, which is again an achievement. So Magnussen again falls further away from us in our rivalry, gets an extra 2 points. We only get 1 because he outqualifies us. We need to start stepping up our performances, otherwise we're going to lose that rivalry. We do get a little bit of a claim, 6%, our team gets 10. I don't get why he gets 10. Not sure if it's because he's higher level than us, or has higher claim than us, sorry. But 16 combined for the team, nearly at level 6. Okay, so you've got a couple of messages again pre-race from Jeff, just about the weather and stuff. Right, okay, that's fine. Session options, so we got an 80 difficulty expert still, 25%. Flashback still on again, but I'm going to try not to use them. Confirm them, no changes made. And again, we've got all of this as normal.
It was 35 years ago that the late great Niki Lauda took his 25th and final Grand Prix win here at Zandvoort. He came from 10th on the...
Not really interesting what you have to say, we're going to skip that. Let's have a look at the grid. Who starts on pole?
Lines up on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that
Mercedes 1-2 again.
Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have
Ferrari 3-4.
Leclerc, Max Verstappen and Sainz, Ricciardo, Norris,
Lando Norris in 8.
Stroll,
Racing points in 9 and 10.
Daniel Kvyat and Raikkonen, Magnussen, Giovinazzi.
So Magnussen, our rival, is in 15th, 2 places ahead of us. His qualifying time wasn't too much better than ours, so we should be able to compete with him.
Drivers will come out on top today.
Okay, let's go race strategy. We'll set up the car. So we've got aerodynamics like this, transmission, suspension geometry, suspension, brakes and tyres. That is our setup for the Dutch Grand Prix. We're going to go custom setup. Race strategy, again, we'll need the same because we need to use either the medium or hard compound. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to up the fuel just slightly, just so we can have our fuel mix on higher for parts of the race. Okay, so we are ready for the Dutch Grand Prix, 5th race of our series. Here we go, we're going to stick the overtake on from the start, so we can go down the left side of Magnussen if we get a good pull away, which we do. He has cut us off down there though. Broke quite early, so we can go around the outside, which we can't really do, we can't pull that off. However, we do. Who's this? Raikkonen next to us? Is that Raikkonen that we've just overtaken? Got to be careful we don't make any contact with anyone in front of us. Don't want to ruin our race like in our 3rd race of the series. Try and get out away from the pack a little bit. Got Magnussen, our rival, just ahead of us. Can we go down the inside
That's
of
a
him?
decent start. Good
We
job.
can. So we overtake our rival Magnussen. If we can finish ahead of him this race, that would be nice because we'll catch up a little bit on our rivalry series. Let's get our ERS open here, try and get a bit of a gap. See if we can break down the inside of Kvyat. So we take the outside here, see if we can go around the outside of Kvyat. No, we can't. And we do lose place to Magnussen as well. And we do have, who's that, Raikkonen right on our case. Don't want to go on the gravel there like we did in qualifying. Allen sets the fastest lap, not really relevant to us at the moment, so early on. We are still just behind Magnussen. We do fly past him there, going down the inside, braking late. See if we can hold on to position as they come out. We do. It's a lovely little overtake. A little bit risky just in case he turned into us. And we are just behind Kvyat. We are in 14th. Nearly lost the back end of the car there, which would not have been good. Let's pull out through here. A little bit on the grass, on the curbs there, lose a little bit of time, it's okay. Try and accelerate out of here, get our ERS open, close it back up, get ready to use it again here. Get that open. If you want to try and pull away from Magnussen, get closer to Kvyat. We don't want to be in DRS range when it opens at the end of this lap. Open up our ERS again. Again, we don't want to go on the gravel there. Bottas sets the fastest lap of the race, 1:14.
DRS is being enabled this
DRS
lap. We can use
enabled.
DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
We've got to try and get away from Magnussen as much as possible because he's going to start to rein us in now with the DRS activation. And we need to try and get closer to Kvyat if we can, which we did on that turn. We managed to get quite a little bit closer to him there. I think he had to slow down a bit to avoid hitting Ocon in front of him. Car just feels quite slippery. Oh god, we have gone onto the gravel. Lost a bit of time there, and we got Magnussen coming down our side.
Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the ICE. Be aware that we will start to see a loss of power.
Loss of power. Why does this keep happening though? I don't get it. It's happened in the last race, I'm sure. So we do fall away from Kvyat by, we're about 3 seconds by now after that little mistake where we went onto the gravel. And we've got Magnussen on our case within a second. So he is going to have DRS coming into the home straight, I believe. So we need to get a good kick off in these last couple of turns. Let's open up the ERS. I'll have it open here. Try and pull away from him slightly.
Somewhere on the FGUK. To manage this, we'll need to lower our ERS deployment mode.
Okay, so we need to lower the ERS deployment. We're going to actually, I keep forgetting to open up the fuel mix to the rich one, which will help us on the main straights as well. So on our straights, we're going to try and open up our fuel mix to rich, which we do now. So on this bit, we can go full out. Nice. Broke a little too heavy in there, so he does gain a little bit of time on us, but it's okay. It's our
Right,
best first sector.
FGUK. Our battery charge speed is suffering, and if it gets much worse, we could be forced to retire.
Oh no. So we need to be very careful using our ERS. They said the recharge speed on it is extremely bad, and we could be forced to retire, which would be awful considering we are having a decent race so far. In the hope that some other people ahead of us may not be able to finish the race, we could gain points. We could catch Kvyat as well, depending on how the rest of the race goes. So we are pulling away from Magnussen slightly, however we're not really gaining on Kvyat. So it could be worse, it could definitely be better. We haven't been able to use our ERS much. I'm going to open up here slightly. Don't want to use it too much though. I don't want to have to retire, definitely not. That would be a shame. This is one of my better tracks probably, despite the fact I'm 14th. anyone knows why this loss of power in the is it the MGUK keeps failing or keeps having to be reduced, if you could let me know, then that would be appreciated. I don't know if it's something to do with having to change my engine over or changing over some of my different areas in between races, I'm not sure. If you could let me know, that would be appreciated again. Is it where I'm going over bumps too hard or what? I don't really understand. Magnussen again has gained quite a bit of time on us, but we are still just ahead. If we could stay ahead of him, that would be ideal, because then we get the better finish than him. Open up our EOS. Oh, so we do clip the edge there a little bit. Front wing's taking a little bit of damage.
5.5 seconds.
Yeah, I know we've taken a bit of damage there. It's not ideal. Open up the RS, get out of here nice and quick. See if we can pull away from Magnussen. Up on the curb. Touch the brakes. Better. Again, just touch the brakes, get out of here.
Okay, we're reaching a danger point with the wear on the MGUH. Overheating the engine will exacerbate the issue, so keep the temps under control.
We need to keep our engine temperature under control. What the hell? So do I need to change my engine over after this race then? I'm not too sure, but I guess going over these curves like that probably doesn't help, does it? But we're trying to compete here. We're trying to potentially go for a points finish, and we're getting held back by the fact we can't push our car too much. We've got to watch the temperature of our engine. So it's on green at the moment, so that's fine.
Engine is looking a little worn. Power output will be less than optimal.
So it's looking worn. So I guess after this race I have to change my engine
Approaching
over.
the pit window, you'll be on the softs.
Okay, so pit window coming up. Again, not ideal that we have to watch our engine. We can't push it too much. Front left tyres a bit damaged. Front wings looking a bit damaged as well. So I do think we just had a bit of contact there with Magnussen.
In front is 5.1 seconds.
Slowed down way too much there. I need to remember I can push it through these. I kind of go into autopilot and just brake when I see the red line, and not thinking about that I can actually push it more. So Pierre Gasly is overtaking Magnussen. Magnussen's fallen back quite a little bit. He did clip the back of our car before, so our brakes are heating up considerably, braking through there. Now Pierre Gasly's on our tail. He is in DRS range of us. Don't know if Magnussen's damaged his car crashing into the back of us, but he is quite a bit behind us now. So Reisman's 3 seconds behind, and he's overtaken him as well. So open up our ERS. Gonna open again. Try and pull away from Gasly a little bit just before we go into the pits. So we've got 18 laps, so it's a slightly longer laps race, but the laps are obviously shorter than previous races. By now, in terms of laps, we would have pitted. In other races, we do go a little bit wide there, which is not ideal. Gasly does go into the back of us. He's trying to get the overtake on the inside. Got to try and hold him off. Got to try and fend him off. Can't afford to go wide here because he will sneak down the middle. Open up the ERS. He's got DRS on us, so he may get the overtake here. Although his car doesn't seem much faster than us, really. We have been holding him off there. Take this exit nicely. We could pull away from him a little bit. We're about 400ths of a second ahead of him. Open up our ERS again. A couple of cars in the pits ahead of us. If we can have a good couple of laps, then.
Let's box this lap.
Oh, okay, so we're going in this lap. If we can have a good final lap and try and edge out a little bit of space between us and the cars behind us, we could get a decent track position. Let's try and smash this lap. Get our ERS open. pray they don't have to change my front wing. That would absolutely kill me in the pits. Alright, Pierre Gasly is just right behind us still. Sainz just behind him as well, within DRS range of both of us. We have a couple of other cars ahead of us in the pits. Nearly clipped the wall there. Oh my goodness, what has just happened? So we were, I presume, going to hit the pit wall, and it's just glitched us in front, but we've lost 2 places to Raikkonen and Pierre Gasly, which is horrible. Oh, and we do have to change our front wing as well. That has absolutely killed us. I wish we could turn that off, because it wasn't even affecting us that much, I don't think.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. You'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
That is an absolute nightmare. So we come out behind Russell, we come out behind Grosjean and Raikkonen, just because we had to change our stupid front wing. Oh my god. It didn't even need changing. It was fine, it wasn't even that damaged. But now we've got to make up so many more places to try and get even close to a points finish. So we've lost all that time changing our front wing. So points finish again, looking unlikely. I don't know, let's see if we can just cut our way through a field. I feel like we have a faster car than both of the Williams drivers. And obviously Russell and Latifi are both ahead of us at the moment. Do have DRS on Russell. Let's try and concentrate for the next few laps at least anyway. Can we get the overtake here? No, we can't. So our teammates in the pits right now, so a couple of cars haven't actually pitted that lap. Right, so we do have DRS on George Russell coming in. Open it up, we're a little bit too far away because we're on the grass. Latifi's in the pits as well. So is our teammate Sean. Oh, we nearly make contact there. We go around the outside. No, he cuts us off. Got Giovinazzi just ahead of us as well. So if we can go around the outside here. Got to give us space on the outside. He does. We do break quite early though, if we didn't have the racing line, I didn't go flying off. See if we can push off here, try and get a little bit closer to him. Do go quite wide, but can we get a good exit? We can't really. Do have DRS though.
Boxed for the mediums, car behind on the medium tyre.
So hopefully we are still within DRS for the main straight, and hopefully we can get the overtake on Russell there, because he is slowing us down a little. Although he has pulled away from us a little bit now. Get our ERS on, get our DRS on. Got about a 15-kilometre advantage, mile per hour advantage on Russell right now. Can we sneak down the middle? Gonna sneak down the inside, sorry. Yes, we do. It's not a bad little overtake, but we are still way too far back. I'm not sure where Magnussen has ended up either. Hopefully he isn't too far ahead of us and we can catch him up. Is that ahead? Oh no, we've got Grosjean 2 cars ahead of us, so his teammate's up there. Not sure where Magnussen is, no. Hopefully we can try and claw him back in. I'm not sure what happened to him though, because he was right on our tail and then all of a sudden he dropped back behind Pierre Gasly and Grosjean, so I'm hoping he is still behind us, but I'm not sure if that's the case. We do have DRS on Giovinazzi as well. Let's try and boost a little bit closer. We need to close that ERS up, we've been using it far too much to try and catch these cars ahead of us. Overextending because we did have a long pit stop. Let's try and save it up a little bit and try and get a lap in where we can really go for the overtakes. So just conserve it for this lap, try and get a little bit closer. Got to avoid contact as well, because sometimes they brake a little early. Go around the outside, no, shuts it off. So we have pulled away from Russell slightly. Fuel mix is still on standard, I'm going to leave it on there for now. So our ERS is at 25% right now. If we can build it up a little bit more, hopefully next lap we can go on for the overtake. We can stay within touch of distance as long as I don't make any mistakes. A little bit slow coming out of there, but it's okay. So are we in DRS? No, we're not in DRS activation zone. Okay, so we have fallen back a little bit. Let's try and catch up a little bit. Let's try and push it a little bit more. Oh, we do go very wide and we do make contact there. Oh, that's annoying.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
No, we're not going to change. We're not going to pit again. That's rubbish. That would absolutely kill our race. Although that probably has killed our race anyway, to be honest. But
there's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
It's a shame. We were going well. What's the damage looking like? So it's not massive. It's all right. We'll leave the strategy as it is for now. I won't even click that. Because I do not want to go into the pits again. So Russell has caught us up a little bit. We're out of DRS for Giovinazzi.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Yeah, I'm alright though. I don't want to. No, I don't want to. How do I get rid of this? I don't know how I get rid of this. I don't know how we get rid of this. I don't know how we get rid of this. How do I get rid of this?
Got that confirmed?
No. I'm not going to the pits. I'm not going into the pits. Even if it tells me I am, I'm not. I don't get how the fuck you do that. I don't want to go into the pits. We've got to use our ERS a little bit more. We are starting to fall away from Giovinazzi and Grosjean. Pulled out to about 2 seconds ahead of us. And Russell is pulling us in. No, I'm not going into pits. You're going to go away. Okay, I'll just ruin it even more now.
Virtual safety car deployed. Slow down and maintain a positive
delta. That's probably the best time that I could have gone into the pits, but
drop your speed.
Still not going to go in.
And we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Yeah, whatever. I'm going to relax. Why is my delta so high still? Oh my god, we nearly just got a penalty because of the delta being too high. That is a load of rubbish. There's signs on the side. That's a load of rubbish. Why was it so high? And these guys have pulled away from me even more now. I hate the virtual safety car with this delta of shit.
Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending.
Yeah, whatever. Shut your mouth, Jeff.
VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
That's my tits in. Use our ERS a little bit more. Build it back up a little bit, although it's probably just going to have to use it to defend now against Russell. I don't get why this loss of power thing keeps happening as well, like midway through the race. I don't know. I'm going to check if we have to change our engine. I'm going to try and do a bit of research after this race, see if we have to change our engine or whatever it is. I don't know. It's really annoying. I'm not going into pits. You can piss off.
The turbocharger is on its last legs. Let's try to keep.
What do you mean it's on its last legs?
Teammate behind is 3.6 seconds.
That's bullshit. Why is it on its last legs? It shouldn't be. Not even done anything to put it on its last legs. Oh, the tyres are fucked as well now. Got to try and hold on to his face from Russell. Yeah, fuck. I know. Shut up. So wide because I've messed up the front wing as well. It's even worse. Front wing's gone. Tyres are starting to go. Tyres are ropey. Look at that. Oh god, Russell's right on us as well. Just piss off, mate. Just leave us alone. I just hope. I don't actually know where Magnussen is. I'm definitely not, mate. I'm definitely not. Grow up. I'm definitely not catching him by about 5/10 a lap, mate. You are. Yeah, you're different. Look how fast the ERS is going down. Why is that happening? I don't get why. I'm red in every sector now as well. I'm not even like trying to improve on my lap time. No, I'm not pitting. Why would I pit with 2 laps to go? It's like they want me to lose.
The gap to the car ahead is 3.6 0.5 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not interested. Russell, just go away. Honestly, just leave me alone. Tempted just to brake, so he smacks into the back of me and crashes. It's definitely what you usually hear in a Formula 1 race, isn't it? It's actually pissing me off just seeing the little arrow thing behind me saying that he's here. Oh, honestly, he's just bumped me.
Clear.
What the oh, he's crashed out, good. I only got a warning for it as well. Well then, lads, just secured 17th, beautiful. Unless I crash out now and I look like a right mug. I literally just cut across him and he crashed. But it was my first collision of the race, so I got a warning for it luckily. Just means that we saved this position. We're not going to catch the two ahead of us because we have messed up the front wing, probably some silly little crashes, and our tyres are gone. Apparently power was down as well. I don't know what this is. I don't know what's happening with this ropey car. To be honest, you wouldn't be surprised if Russell caught us. How is it still telling us to go into the pitch? We've got 1 lap remaining.
This is your final lap.
Yeah,
Final
whatever.
lap of the race.
Oh, forgot to turn the RS off going into that corner. Fantastic. Let's get our fuel mix on Rich. I can't even speak properly anymore. This is terrible. I'm so glad that he crashed. He would have overtaken us by now. So Hamilton wins the Dutch Grand Prix. We'll have to see who makes up the rest of the podium places. It looks like we're finishing in at 17th. 2 places ahead of where we... we started in 17th actually.
The tank is empty.
So it's not as good of a finish as our last race, but again, couldn't expect too much, I don't think. Managed the car through quite well. Although it does look like Russell is catching us a little bit, and Latifi. They're back to within almost a second now. But
car in front is 7.7
yeah, I
seconds.
don't care about the car in front, mate. Relax. Jesus Christ, but we're going to catch him. Yeah, it's too little too late for Russell. After he smacked into the back of me. And we're still being told to go into the pits. Fantastic. Alright, lovely. So we finish the Dutch Grand Prix in 17th. We finished where we started. I don't think we got any... Yeah, so driver of the day, Pierre Gasly. I don't know where he started and where he finished. We'll have a look at it in a second.
What a great race then, and what a magnificent victory here at the Dutch Grand Prix.
Decent, Hamilton.
Talk to me, Ant. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, tyre management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one.
I feel like my tyres were so gone by in that race.
It's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations
Hamilton,
tonight amongst the
followed by
Mercedes
Bottas,
team.
followed by
And they
Vettel.
certainly deserve it.
Mercedes 1-2, just how they qualified. Hamilton again gains on Bottas in the championship, although I think he has got a couple of people to catch up to after he did have the best start to the year. We're going to advance that because we're not on there. Let's have a look. So we got some XP. I did purchase the podium pass. I did have enough of their currency, I don't know what it's called, to just get it without having to spend any actual real money, which is good. Got a couple of items unlocked there, which is nice.
To see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. It wasn't the best
Hamilton gets the
for our
fastest,
championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced.
fastest lap.
After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Well, for me it's got to be Lewis Hamilton. The multiple world champion may be the boring choice at this point, but you can't argue that he's a driver deserving
I'm sure it's a
of his
Pierre
reputation.
Gasly said
It's
was.
time to check out the constructors'
Okay, alright.
standings. Mercedes
Where did
continue to
Magnussen came
extend the lead. There was
21st?
also a strong showing from the McLaren team
Wonder what
today,
happened to him.
as they made their
It might
way
have been when he
up the
crashed into me, to be fair. I
After
caused
an event
havoc.
like that, who knows
Have a
what
look.
the
I didn't get any
sport has in
penalties though,
store
did
for us
I?
next time. Be sure to join us again as we continue
No.
to bring you the latest
Oh, so he
excitement
crashed into
in
me and got a
Formula
warning. That must have been where he fell back so far. Carlos Sainz had mechanical failure and we got a warning for a collision with Russell. Russell was a twat though, smashed into the back of us. Right, anyway, we take it, we come, what is it, 17th? after starting 17th as well in the Dutch Grand Prix. Not a bad result.
Good day today. Let's have your take.
So another post-race interview to complete.
It's safe to say you're smashing everyone's expectations, isn't it?
Am I? Maybe they should accept it. It's a bit cocky. I'm going to go for this one. It's team sport. Our claim was affected by that.
Do you think you were lucky not to end your race with that crash?
What crash? Don't know what you're talking about. Oh, so why do we have to insult someone? We have to insult one of our departments, which I'd never like doing.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Her hair always scares me a bit. Oh, so we do gain 2 places on him there. So we're level now in the series with 13-13 with 4 races remaining. We got 6 acclaim, nearly at level 4 driver acclaim, and our teammate goes up by 10, 16 in total, nearly at level 6 team acclaim, and so we do get points for that. 20k damages for me, so it's obviously not ideal. We're up to 3.5 million now. Do we save up to try and get a new teammate? I wonder. So up next we got the Spanish Grand Prix. We've only got 2 days to prepare something before that. What should we go for? We'll go for durability, team building, to up our durability a bit. If you are watching on YouTube and have made it this far into the video, let me know if you think we should save up our money to get a new teammate, or if you think that we should just spend our money on upgrading the car. So let me know, car or new teammate, in the comments if you're watching on YouTube and you've made it this far in. I think we do have to, yeah, so we might need to actually fit a new parts to our engine, which I'm going to do now. So yeah, so these are on yellow, so I guess we should move these along by 1 each to make them all green. Does that help us out more? Right, hang on. There's no penalty for doing that, so we're going to fit that as well. No penalty for that. Yeah. Okay, so maybe that's what the issue was with our car. Maybe that was why we couldn't. Yeah, maybe that was why we couldn't get the maximum amount of power out of it. So we need to complete 1 more race with the event gearbox. Practice gearbox is at 27% wear, so we're fine with that. Yeah, so that's all okay. Yeah, so as I said, if you made it this far into the video on YouTube, please let me know whether or not you think we should save up for a new second driver. So any of these guys, I'm not sure when the contracts run out, but hopefully it is soon, so we can get a new one, or we can get a different free agent. The only better free agent is this guy, so we could do that, or we could just upgrade our car. I'm going to spend our resource points now as well. One of them on the aerodynamic section has failed, so we'll develop that after it failed the first time. Let's recommend another upgrade. So we've got, what section is this? Powertrain. So we've got enough to upgrade that. So we've got 2 upgrades on the way. We've got, I think, another one still going here. Yeah, so that's in development. What else have we got? Yeah, okay, so that's in development, and I believe that's all we have. So I'm gonna wrap this episode up here. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe. Again, let me know suggestions on what I should do with my money, if I should upgrade my car or get a new teammate.